Dear students, welcome to Hello Teacher. We are dealing with the chapter Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. Today we will see plastics in detail. We are familiar with many plastic articles that are used day-to-day life. What are they? Plastic chair, plastic bucket, switches, plastic toys, plastic containers, etc. So, plastic is very important in our life. Plastic is a polymer. We are familiar with the term polymer. The monomer units or simply units in plastic can have different arrangement. The units in plastic can have either linear arrangement or cross-linked arrangement. In this picture, each square is a unit or monomer unit in a plastic, where monomer units are arranged in a linear pattern. One monomer unit is linked to only two neighboring units. Here, the units are arranged in a cross-linked pattern. Each monomer unit is linked to four neighboring monomer units. In short, the units in plastic can have either linear or cross-linked arrangements. Characteristics or properties of plastics. First point about plastic is plastic is easily moldable. That is, plastic can be shaped in any form. You can give desired shape to plastic. You will be familiar with plastic bottles, plastic buckets, plastic plates, etc. that is having different shapes. So it is clear that plastics are easily moldable. Second point about plastic is that plastic can be recycled. You will be familiar with this symbol, right? That symbol represents recycle. You know what are the process taking place in recycling. It is shown in the picture. First, waste plastic are collected. Second is the collected plastic waste is brought to factory, where they are converted to new useful material. In the factory, new bottles are made from old waste bottles. So by recycling, new useful materials or objects are made from old and waste plastic materials. The third point is plastic can be reused. That is, articles made from plastic can be used again and again. Fourth point is plastic can be colored. We can give desired color to plastic. The fifth point is plastic can be rolled into sheets. The sixth point is plastic can be made into wires. We were discussing about the properties of plastics. What are they? 1. Plastic is easily moldable. 2. Plastics can be recycled. The third point is plastic can be reused. Fourth point is plastic can be colored. Fifth point is plastic can be rolled into sheets. Sixth point is plastic can be made into wires. Because of these properties, plastic have variety of uses. Plastics. We are familiar with many plastic articles like plastic chair, plastic bucket, switches, plastic toys, plastic containers, etc. Plastic is a polymer. The unit in plastic can have different arrangements. In some plastics, the arrangement of units is linear. Pictorial representation. For linear arrangement of units. In some plastics, the arrangement of units is cross-linked. Properties of plastics. Plastic is easily moldable, that is, can be shaped in any form. So, plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and size. Second point, plastic can be recycled. Third point, plastic can be reused. Plastic can be colored. Fifth point is plastic can be melted, rolled into sheets, or made into wires. Because of these properties, plastic have variety of uses. Next is classification of plastics. Plastics are of two types based on its behavior on heating. What are the two types of plastics? Thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. That is, plastics are classified into two types, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics, based on its behavior on heating. What is thermoplastics? Plastics which get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. The shape of thermoplastics changes when it is heated. When we add hot water to thermoplastic bottle, it gets deformed. That is, its shape will change. Example for thermoplastics. Example for thermoplastic is polythene and PVC. Let's discuss about polythene. Polythene is used for making polythene bags. We will be familiar with the polythene bags. Another example for thermoplastic is PVC. PVC is the short form of polyvinyl chloride. PVC is used in making pipes. You can see in the picture, these pipes are made with a PVC. That is a plastic, thermoplastic. Now come to thermosetting plastics, the other kind of plastics. Thermosetting plastics. For thermosetting plastics, once an article is made from thermosetting plastics, its shape cannot be changed by heating. Example for thermosetting plastics are Bakelite and Melamine. Let's discuss about Bakelite. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. That is important point. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. As Bakelite does not conduct heat, it is used for making handles of utensils. Even though vessel is hot, we can hold the vessel by handle without any worries. Why? Because in the handle the handle will not be hot. As Bakelite does not conduct electricity, it is used for making switches. Another example for thermosetting plastic is melamine. The importance of melamine is melamine resists fire and tolerate heat better than any other plastics. Therefore, melamine is used for making floor tiles, kitchenwares and fabrics or clothes which resist fire. Can you guess who will wear clothes that resist fire? Yes, firefighters or firemen. The uniform of firefighters or firemen have coating of melamine to make them flame resistant or fire resistant. Let's come to note. Classification of plastics. Plastics are of two types based on its behavior on heating. 1. Thermoplastics. 2. Thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics. Plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. Example, polythene and PVC. Polythene is used for making polythene bags. PVC is used for making pipes. Thermosetting plastics. Plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. These are thermosetting plastics. Example, melamine and bakelite. Example for thermosetting plastics. Bakelite. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat, so bakelite is used for making the handles of utensils. Bakelite is a poor conductor of electricity, so it is used for making electrical switches. Melamine. Melamine resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. So it is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. Uses of plastics. Consider a glass container and a plastic container of same size. Consider a glass container and a plastic container of same size. Which container will have less weight? Yes, definitely plastic container will have less weight. Consider both the containers, that is both the glass container and plastic container fall down. Definitely the glass container will break, right? So we can conclude that plastic containers have less weight and it is easy to handle. The next use of plastic container is the plastic containers have lower price when compared to glass or steel containers. Plastic containers are used for storing food because of its lightweight, lower price, good strength and easy handling. Plastics are lightweight when compared to metals. So plastics are used in cars, aircrafts and even in spacecrafts. Plastics are used in healthcare industry. Plastics are used for packaging tablets. Then plastic threads are used for stitching wounds. Plastics are used for making syringes, doctors' gloves, etc. Next is a special kind of plastic cookware are used in microwave oven. In the microwave oven, the food gets cooked without affecting the microwave safe plastic vessels. That we should take care. In the microwave oven, we should use microwave safe plastic vessels. You will be familiar with non-stick cookwares. The non-stick property of these cookware is because of Teflon coating. That is, Teflon coating is a special kind of plastic. On this Teflon, this oil and water will not stick. So Teflon is a kind of plastic that is used in non-stick cookware. Next is fireproof plastics. The uniform of firemen have a coating of melamine plastic to make them flame resistant. Uses of plastics. Plastic containers are used for storage purpose because of its lightweight, lower price, good strength and easy handling. Next point, since plastic is lighter than metals, it is used in cars, aircrafts and spacecrafts. Third point, plastics are used in health industry. Plastics are used in packaging of tablets, threads for stitching wounds, syringes, doctors' gloves and a number of medical instruments. Fourth point, special plastic cookware is used in microwave oven for cooking food. In microwave ovens, the heat cooks food but does not affect the plastic vessel. Fifth point, Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. Teflon is used for non-stick coating on cookwares. Sixth point, fireproof plastics. The uniform of firemen have coating of melamine plastic to make them flame resistant. Next it is characteristic properties of plastics. We have already seen the properties of plastics. Again we are repeating. First property of plastic is that plastic is non-reactive. This point we are discussing for the first time. That is, plastic is non-reactive. That means plastic is very stable. Consider iron is exposed to air or water. The iron gets rusted, right? So iron is reactive. Iron is not stable. On the other hand, when plastic is exposed to air or water, nothing will happen. So plastic containers are non-reactive and stable. Plastic containers are non-reactive and stable. So plastic containers are used to store various kinds of materials. Even some chemicals are stored in plastic containers. Chemicals that are kept in the plastic container do not react with the plastic. The next property of plastic is light, strong and durable. In the past, that is 60 to 70 years back, people used bucket made up of aluminum buckets. They used aluminum buckets. But now what we are using? We are using plastic buckets. Why we have started using plastic buckets? The reason is plastic is lightweight when compared to aluminum buckets. That is, plastic bucket is lighter than the aluminum buckets. The next point is the articles made with the plastic is cheaper when compared to articles made with any other material. So plastic articles are cheap. The next point is plastic are strong and durable. You know what's the meaning of durable? Durable means plastic can be used for a longer time without any damage. The next property is plastic can be molded to different shapes and size. The next property of plastic is that plastic is a poor conductor of heat. The next property of plastic is that plastics are poor conductors of electricity. That is why electrical wires are plastic covering. In this picture you can see metal part which conduct electricity, and the plastic part, that is the colored portion, does not conduct electricity. When we are working with electrical wire, we should touch only plastic portion. Same thing with the screwdrivers. The green portion of screwdrivers is screwdriver, that is the handle portion, is a kind of plastic which will not conduct electricity. Characteristic properties of plastics. First point, plastic is non-reactive. Plastics do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. So it is used to store many materials including chemicals. 2. Plastic is light, strong and durable. 3. Plastic can be molded into different shapes and sizes. 4. Plastics are cheaper than metals. 5th point, plastics are poor conductors. Plastics are poor conductors of heat So handles of kitchen utensils are made up of plastic. Plastics are poor conductors of electricity. That is why electrical wires have plastic covering. And handles of screwdrivers are made of plastic. Now come to question. What kind of plastic is used in the uniforms of firemen? Second question. Which plastic is present in the non-stick coating on cookwares? Thank you. God bless you all.